Hi guys, welcome to the Thinking Crypto channel. I hope you're doing well. On this channel, we cover the crypto news and we interview many of the folks who are building and investing in the crypto asset class. I've got some very bullish news for you, but please hit that thumbs up button, guys. Let's get to 500 likes. Also, leave a comment below and subscribe if you're new here. Let's get into the news. So, Russia's President Vladimir Putin has signed 2 crypto bills into law. This is a big development. You have one of the world's superpowers now putting out crypto-friendly laws, and we're seeing that same movement happening globally. We just saw in the United States just last week that banks in the United States can now custody crypto, and that's just the start. I said it was the tip of the iceberg. There's more to come. So let me give you the details here, guys. Russian President Vladimir Putin signed the first 2 bills on digital assets into law on Friday, so today. The bill approved by the country's parliament last week says companies can issue digital securities on a blockchain if they are properly registered with the Bank of Russia as issuers and satisfy certain criteria. So once again, it goes back to they are not banning crypto. They're not trying to get rid of crypto. They are putting out laws and guardrails that cryptocurrency companies and how people can invest in them and things like that. They're helping to establish the infrastructure, and you need the regulations for that. So that's a great sign, guys. This is progress, because you go back years before, like 3 years ago, there was it seemed like no chance of this happening, right? But this is the new asset class, and we are seeing capitulation on all levels. Whether you're Jamie Dimon at JP Morgan, whether you're a government official or some authoritarian government, you cannot ignore the movement of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. It is here to stay. So decentralized cryptocurrencies are considered a type of property, which should be reported for tax purposes and cannot be used to pay for goods and services. Now, that part where it says cannot be used to pay for goods and services, I believe will be updated, because you're seeing globally a lot of different services being built for merchants to accept crypto and for people to pay with crypto. And eventually Russia's going to have to capitulate further. So I want to make sure that's clear. They're not allowing you to essentially pay or use it for goods yet, but you can invest in it, and they're going to tax it, right? So that's a step in the right direction, guys. And it's all going to come together, all the puzzle pieces. We're seeing it in the United States, Russia, China, and all the other different countries. So a more detailed law regulating related businesses is expected to be passed later this year, although no timeline has been disclosed. So more to come, just the tip of the iceberg. And I'm super excited. I'm very bullish, because you have all these major players, these world powers, saying, hey, crypto's okay. You can invest in it. Just pay us our taxes, and here are the guardrails. And that is going to open up the floodgates, where a lot of the money sitting on the sidelines, which may have been hesitant, right? Because they don't want to run the risk of investing in something that's outlawed in a specific country, are now going to come in. And we're seeing that in the United States. You got your hedge funds, your big players, your Fidelity, your Paul Tudor Jones, and so forth. Guys, this is what we want to see as crypto investors. This is what you want to see globally. And what I love about the market, like I said, it's global. There's no gatekeepers for certain countries. It's not like you can't touch a stock because you're in this country. You can, as long as you have a smartphone, you sign up for an exchange, you can invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So very exciting. This is why we have to be patient. People get very anxious, very impatient. They're like, oh man, I'm tired of waiting, blah blah blah. While the market is maturing and growing, and the regulations are coming, and the infrastructure, many folks don't see that. All they look at is price, and they don't understand market cycles. I've realized a lot of people don't understand market cycles because a lot of them are pretty new to investing, right? And crypto, you really have to know the market cycles and investing principles, because things move very volatile. It's very volatile. So you have to look at it from a macro level. And sometimes people don't have the perspective to look out that way. That's why I tried to share that with you guys. But this is great news. We are trending and moving in the right direction here for this crypto market, guys. And speaking of exposure to crypto, Joe Rogan, guys, tells 200 million people of his listeners to buy Bitcoin. I'm a big fan of Joe Rogan. I listen to his podcast. He has some great guests on, and I think many of you listen to Joe Rogan as well, and he has great exposure, a huge community behind him, and he has interviewed people who are bullish on Bitcoin, such as Jack Dorsey, CEO of Twitter and the Cash App. And the Cash App is paying Joe Rogan big bucks to talk up Bitcoin, according to his scripted spiel on his most recent podcast. So remember when I used to tell you guys, hey, mass marketing is coming? This is the start of it, right? Joe Rogan, new media, 200 million people are listening to this podcast, right? And you think about the quality of people he has on. So if he's talking about Bitcoin at the intro of these podcasts, guys, in a sense of like a little commercial, I mean, wow, right? So on episode 1515 of the Joe Rogan Experience, released on July 28th of just this week, Rogan adopted his customary tone used to plug advertising sponsors, including Cash App, before going on to state some serious technical points about Bitcoin, like stacking stats. So when you have these influencers talking about Bitcoin, right, and on their podcast, on their TV show, or whatever it may be, they're tweeting about it, more exposure to the asset class, because right now there's 1% of the global population in crypto. The masses are not here yet. Some people have heard about Bitcoin and crypto in passing, but they're not fully invested yet. So more is to come. And when they see the likes of PayPal and Joe Rogan and Fidelity offering crypto trading and telling you to buy crypto and all that, guess what's going to happen, right? We know how influencing of this works, and the education of this asset class, what will happen, just as it has for other asset classes. So exciting times, guys. This is great exposure. This is what we want to see. Now, you guys know I hold Chainlink in my portfolio. I've been public that I made some nice money recently. I cashed out some of my Chainlink to recoup my initial investment and take some profits too. I didn't cash out all of it, just some of it. And this was when Chainlink crossed over $8. So I cashed out around $7.84. So made some nice profits. Well, guys, this is great adoption news. I always look at what projects are doing. Does the technology make sense? Are they solving a real world problem? Is anyone working with them, or they just have a white paper, right? Do they have a working product? Who's endorsing them? Who's partnering with them? Well, this is big adoption for Chainlink. Chainlink partners with State of Colorado to help create a new lottery game. Chainlink and the Colorado State Lottery have partnered on a hackathon with the goal of creating new games to generate $1 billion in future revenues from its lottery. Talk about adoption. You're working with a state within the United States, right? And it's part of the lottery, which exists, and everybody almost invests in the lottery, right? So this is really big. There are $17,500 in prizes available for 3 winners, plus an additional $8,500 in Web3 bonus prizes sponsored by Chainlink. So this is for the hackathon, of course. And the Colorado Lottery has created a game jam hackathon that is open to participants from around the world. The state lottery hopes that the new innovative games will help it reach its $1 billion revenue goal to fund outdoor recreation, land conservation, and schools in Colorado, along with its commitment to responsible gaming. Wow. So great adoption here for Chainlink, and the fact that they're trying to participate in this, and let's see how it plays out. Maybe more states will adopt this, right? And we've seen, guys, Colorado has been a very progressive state. They legalize marijuana, of course, and you guys all know how that is. They got a lot of tax revenue from it. So I think if they do well with this, you can see other states follow suit, because which state doesn't want to generate more revenue, right? And they can pay for, like they said, like public services and recreation services and schools and all that. So great news for Chainlink, and certainly I'm going to be buying the dips for Chainlink. Just not financial advice, that's just what I'm doing. Now, you also know I hold XRP, and yesterday we talked about the Bitcoin whales in the market, how the number of accounts holding $1 million of Bitcoin have increased by 40% week over week. Well, XRP is up 30% and has 30 new whales. 30 new whales are gobbling up XRP, and a sign some big investors are rethinking the cryptocurrency. So you're seeing a similar trend, and I think that's because the prices are, of course, obviously going up. So we know the Bitcoin halving has taken place. Historically, that has resulted in a bull market, and we are holding for the next parabolic run up, which I believe will happen late next year. Could happen in 2022, but we got to see how the market cycle plays out, right? These are not certainties, these are probabilities, but you can assign a high percentage to that probability. So keep that in mind. So the number of accounts holding more than 1 million XRP has increased by 3.7%, with 30 new whales appearing over the last 2 weeks, according to Sentiment's holder distribution chart. These investors now hold between 240,000 and 2.4 million in XRP each, which has contributed to upwards pressure on the price. After a fairly uninspiring few months, XRP has seen a price rise of over 30% from its 19 cents to 25 cents in a fortnight. At least 30 big investors with deep pockets believe the price rise is set to continue. So let's hope so. My whole stance on XRP, I'm very bullish on it. It's the largest percentage of my portfolio, but my thing is lack of regulations in the United States is holding back the utility, which I believe will drive the price of XRP up. So right now I'm in a waiting period, long-term holder mindset. I'm not like, oh my God, XRP moved 5 cents, yay. Like, no. Call me when XRP passes its old all-time high of $3.60, which I cashed out some in 2017, or I should say 2018. It was January 2018, and made some money. So I don't care about the people getting all super happy about 2 cents move, 5 cents, 10 cents. Call me when XRP's back over $3.60, even $1. I'll be like, okay, yeah, this looks good, right? But I don't necessarily care about this. I'm waiting for the market cycles. Likewise for my Bitcoin holdings, my Ethereum holdings, because I lived through the Bitcoin $20,000, the Ethereum $1,400, right? So just letting you guys know how I'm thinking about it. I'm not getting caught up in just like these weekly, daily charts. No, I'm looking macro level. And some updates here from Coinbase. They're exploring the addition of 19 new tokens, including Ampleforth and tBTC. So this is interesting, and as you guys know, I'm going to be interviewing Brett Tagepal. I was supposed to interview him this week, but it got pushed back due to some meetings and things that came up. So I told you guys he's the head of institutional coverage at Coinbase, and I'm interviewing him next week. So I'm going to ask him, hey Brett, what are these 19 tokens? Where's Cardano? Where's all the good stuff, right? Where's VeChain and all that? So, there's some here I don't really care. They have here Band Protocol, Balancer, Blockstack, Curve, Fetch.ai, Flexicoin, Helium, and so on and so forth. So let's see what they do and when they release it, but it's great to see that they are progressing. But I want them to list Cardano and VeChain. I think many of you are looking for that as well. So guys, exciting things happening in the market. I think this news of Russia signing these crypto bills, while people can't really spend the cryptos as yet, I believe the further loosening regulations are coming. But this is a move in the right direction. Once again, they're not banning it, they're not outlawing it, they're saying it can stay, and we're gonna tax it like every other asset. So this is a great sign for the growth of the market, guys. I'm excited, and like I said, this is just the tip of the iceberg. More to come, but we got to be patient. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up, share this video. I'll talk to you all later.